we've had the opportunity to get involved with a Disney first time mom. I don't know if we can emphasize enough that it's kind of hard out there for the moms, you know. And so I wanted to explore some of that stuff, and I really wanted to like give a real perspective, I guess. So, Ashley, thank you so much for joining us.
You are so welcome.
Now, I do want to throw out some credentials of yours so that viewers know that she is a vet. Okay. She is an annual pass holder. She is, at the very least, a beneficiary of DVC, if
Yeah.
not an owner, right? Beneficiary.
Beneficiary. Hmm.
Okay, excellent. And she is the recent recipient of a Black Pearl over at Trader Sam's.
It's
So,
true.
I mean, this is kind of a big deal.
It
Legit.
is a big deal.
I,
It
I
is a
I'm
big deal.
I don't even drink that stuff, and I want the Black Pearl.
I
Like
I'm
want
I
so
the
would order
excited.
it and just give it to Amanda, but
yeah. I have the regular white one. I would love a black
s-
pearl.
stupid white
Very
ones.
excited.
God. Anyway, all right, so let's get into being a mom, Ashley. Let's do we want to say names for the baby, or do you want
Yeah,
to
we can.
keep that all
I'm gonna
redacted?
end up saying his name, so we might as well.
Fair enough. All right, so baby Rhino, it made his first trip down to the parks. This,
And
I guess, about a
he
week ago.
yeah, so he just turned 7 months, right?
Yes, just turned 7 months. So he was 6 months on the trip, but closer to 7.
Wow, there's a bold move. There's a bold
Was.
strategy. Um, how? Let's talk about the most magical moments for you,
Oh
because we
man.
got to witness a few of them, and it actually kind of invigorated me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You know that my shtick is kind of
Hmm.
like to be dour and down on Disney and everything like that, right? But there
Hmm.
was a couple moments there where it kind of filled my heart a little bit. And like the Grinch, it grew 3 sizes. And I had to go to see the cardiologist, as a matter of fact, this week because of you for
Uh huh.
that. So
Hmm.
um, I'm on many a medication, but I'll send you the bill. Um,
Okay.
what to you was like the most magical moment?
Honestly, probably walking into Magic Kingdom for the first time, and it was more like Ryan doesn't know what's going on. It was very much just like Disney is mine and my husband's magical place, and bringing my son there, which I've dreamed of for so long. It was more like it was a magical moment for me. For baby, not so much.
Well, what to
He's
you?
indifferent.
He's indifferent. Okay, fair enough.
Hmm.
yeah.
But that's okay though, because no,
Hmm.
he may not remember all this stuff, but you know what? You will, and you have
Meeting
the
Mickey was magical too.
was it okay? Where did you meet Mickey?
For the first time, we met him at Town Square Theater.
Okay,
In Magic
I
Kingdom.
feel like
Okay.
I feel like that's the
Yep.
best place to meet
Yes.
Yeah.
Mickey for the first time. That's when he
Hmm.
gets in his
100%.
like real garb and everything like that, right? Not
He's
his
in like his little magician outfit,
okay. So that would
Yeah.
I would say
but
that's
it was at
It's
more or
Magic
less.
Kingdom.
fancier. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a
his
fancier.
tuxedo and everything, right? Yeah,
it's
it was.
something
Um
special.
yeah, yeah. I don't think it's like a tuxedo, but it is a
I don't
fancier
know.
outfit.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the furries. It's just
oh my
um.
god.
So okay, definitely meeting Mickey for the first time.
Hmm.
I would also say the one that I feel like stood out to me was him meeting Tigger dressed as Tigger.
Oh my
Yes,
god, yes.
that was super sweet.
I mean, that's the one that made
I don't know
because
who loved it more, Riot or Tigger. Because Tigger was
So
very excited.
Taylor was very excited. So I don't know if you guys even know this, but the cast member came up to me before Tigger came over to our table at Crystal Palace and said, "Tigger's going to get a slice of birthday cake." And I'm like slightly defeated. I'm like, this child has a dirty diaper. I have got to get him out of here. But sure, Tigger, go get your slice of birthday cake. And then the cast member came back and said, "Just kidding. He wants to meet the baby now because we don't get very many Tigger babies." So Tigger was actually supposed to go get his slice of birthday cake and then came to meet Ryan instead,
oh
which was
Oh,
very
oh
special.
that was very. Yes.
and
Oh,
Rhino's eyes just kind of lit up. And when I
Mhm.
say lit
they
up, guys,
did.
like in Terminator where you can see like the laser beams coming out of the eyeballs when he like that's how bright they were. I'm not saying that he's a robot, obviously,
No.
right? Just
I
double
don't think he's
checking.
a
No,
robot.
No. No.
okay, all right, just had to make sure.
No.
But like he was so happy, and look, he's the happiest baby I've ever met in my life. He really
He's
is.
very happy.
It's creepy happy,
Yeah.
actually. Like he was only sad for like 2 seconds, and when I was holding him, and
Mhm.
the only other time I saw him fussy even was when he had to have his diaper changed. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I can't with that kid. It's precious,
There were some other
precious.
moments, but we can get into that later.
Of course, absolutely. What attractions did you or were you able to take Ryan on?
So he went on People Mover was his first attraction, which was exactly what I wanted. So he did People Mover, he did Small World, he did basically like all the dark rides.
Okay.
Little Mermaid. At Epcot, he did Living with the Land. He did Figment. Um,
Didn't I see a picture
Animal.
of y'all with him on Buzz?
Yes, yes. He helped me on Buzz,
Did he?
which still wasn't great, but I did better than everybody else. So we'll say it was.
That's actually impressive,
We'll
man.
give
Hey.
credit to the baby.
Listen, for I think everybody knows that I'm hyper competitive when it comes to Buzz and Toy Story Mania, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And like Ashley is one who can give me a run for my money. Amanda has no idea what she's doing, but Ashley
Well, I
knows where
know
to
what
go.
I'm supposed to do. Can I actually do it? Not always.
It's why she can give me a run for my money, you guys. I'm telling you, she's awesome at it. So, um, well, there's not many like dark rides at Hollywood Studios that I feel like you can take him on.
Hollywood
Uh,
Studios was kind of a bust with him.
was
Like
it
there is
okay?
not a lot that he can do. He did Mania. No, he didn't do Mania.
I was about to say, Jesus.
No, no, he did not do Mania. He did Mickey and Minnie's. He did that.
He did Mickey
Okay.
Minis. Okay.
Hmm. And
Um.
Muppets.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how did he
But he got
react to Muppets?
introduced.
This is the one
He
thing I'm
liked.
disappointed I missed. So,
I know, and we missed the pre-show, which was so sad. Like
oh,
we really just don't even need to count that one. Just redo his first
Just do a
Muppets.
redo.
Redo. He hasn't seen it. I don't
it's
cut
fine.
that.
It doesn't
I mean,
count. We didn't see the pre-show.
No, we
it's
didn't.
it's
We
it's
didn't see
incomplete.
Muppets.
Incomplete.
Yes,
Let's
I
call it
agree.
that.
Incomplete.
Y'all are both teachers, so that's a fair grade, I think. So,
Yeah.
It is. It
um,
is.
are the did you ever once consider going into Disney Junior?
No,
Oh,
no,
good,
no,
because those people are a little too handsy. So, and I know,
no.
yeah, it's yeah. Was there any other shows or anything like that that you felt like you could have done, or was that really like the big writer swap day for you guys?
Um, honestly, we didn't do a whole lot in Hollywood Studios at all. We did Tower of Terror. My mom doesn't ride Tower of Terror, so like that's important. My parents being on this trip and my brother and sister-in-law, like we couldn't have done Disney without them. I mean, we could have, but it was much smoother because
Oh,
we
believe
had
me,
a
that
whole bunch of extra hands on board.
that will be brought up here in just a little bit. I
For
do
sure.
want to make sure to give credit where credit's due sometimes.
Absolutely.
Um, okay, so then I guess moving over to Animal Kingdom, was there a whole heck of a lot that you wanted to do with him? Was there a whole heck of a lot that he could do over there?
Um, we did Tusker House for breakfast, which was amazing. Highly recommend. And then we did we did Avatar, we did Rider Swap for that.
Okay,
Um, and then we did Festival of the Lion King. We would have done Safari with him, but wait times were horrendous. There were a
sure.
lot of things in Animal Kingdom that we would have done, but honestly, the heat was getting to all of us real
It,
bad. And so
well, it
some
is
things we
Africa
just
hot there.
decided, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, we didn't do much in Animal Kingdom at all.
Okay,
A lot that he
I
could have done.
fair enough. Like I was thinking, I don't know why the Finding Nemo puppet show popped in my head.
I wanted to do
Um,
Finding Nemo. Timing just didn't work out.
it didn't work
Yeah.
out. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was
How
something
did
that
he?
he was into. So
You said you did Festival of the Lion King though.
Mhm.
How did he react to that?
Oh, he loved it. He loved it. He was, like, bouncing up and down on whoever was holding him at the time. It was great. He really liked the guys on the stilts. Those were his favorite. He just,
Ah,
like,
too bad he
stared in
slept through
awe.
the. Too bad he slept through the parade at Magic Kingdom because he
I
would have seen
know.
right there in front of him.
I know.
now, one other magical moment that we have to really touch on before we kind of start delving into a little bit more of the difficulties and all of that. He was a little bit shaggy when he came down. He
Yes. Yes,
was.
he was.
But he was not
Especially
Shaggy
for
when
a
he left.
6-month-old. Yes, so he got his first haircut at the Harmony Barbershop at Magic Kingdom, and I just have to say they are incredible. Like, they gave him first class treatment, and so he has one of those little strawberries on his head, and one of the things I was kind of nervous about him getting his first haircut with anybody was just that spot is really sensitive,
Sure.
and, I think Dan was his hairstylist's name, and he noticed it immediately, and he was very attentive, and he immediately, like, gave Ryan a little light and distracted him. It was an incredible experience. Like, I highly recommend it, and they invited the whole family in to come take pictures, and they were awesome.
Now,
Aw.
the question that I have is, let's say we have another one on the horizon or something like that. Would
Mhm.
you want to bring a little girl to do the Bippity Boppity Boutique, or do you think that's a little much?
Oh, I just cross my fingers that I don't have a girl that wants to go to Bippity Boppity Boutique. Like,
So
I would.
I've seen because my niece this was years ago, but 'cause my niece is now 20, and
Yeah,
we did
weird.
this when she was 6. Um, but yeah, that's it was really cool to watch it, but it does take forever.
Mhm. And, like, the haircut, he was in and out, like,
Was
Yeah.
he?
super speedy, and I was very impressed that he was able to get Ryan to sit still and, like, just he was incredible with him,
He did
and
look
I gotta
adorable with his ears.
I I gotta think that wasn't his first time doing it,
no.
that kind of thing.
He,
So
like, had the certificate, the hat, like, everything was ready to go.
Ready.
And, when you book, like, you say who the appointment's for, so it, like, says his name and it
mhm.
says
Aw.
0 for the age, but it doesn't say, like, "We're making a first haircut appointment." There's no way to indicate that when you make the
Yeah.
reservation. So they just kinda have to be ready on the fly for whatever.
Yeah.
That's it's pretty awesome though. And then they also gave him his first set of ears, the
Yes.
yarmulke ones. So
Yes.
that's good. It's important that they stay in place. I understand it. It's just that I don't know what else to call it. It looks exactly like it. Um, so that was also precious. Like the whole time spent with him was
Mhm.
precious. Let's be honest with you. Any of the difficulties are obviously going to be overwhelmed by all those first times and all of that, right?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So, on the whole, you would say it was worth it to take an infant down?
Oh, without a doubt. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's great. It's great to hear. So, I'm glad to hear that you didn't waste your trip. That's important. It really
No.
is.
No. Very different from any other trip I've taken. And, I mean.
If you're enjoying this content, you're in luck. Cynics on Disney podcast recorded a full episode with Ashley, which you can watch right here. Unless it's before June 17th, 2024. In this case, it'll just be another awesome video from our channel, which you should still click on. Here.